Hello loves, welcome back to another video. I'm Lynn from LoveLynnsLife, and as you can see, I bought quite a few art supplies recently. There was a sale going on at my local art supply store and I wanted to support my local shops, so we had a blast. A lot of things I want to try out and I have never used before. A few things I use already on a regular basis, so I thought I'd talk you through. Also, if you have any recommendations for any of these supplies, or you know of other YouTubers or artists that use these supplies and you think it would help, let me know, because a lot of these things I'm a little out of my depth and I'm still learning and experimenting, so any advice would be welcome. I did stock up on these two colors of Amsterdam acrylic paint. I use them all the time in my collage work, and these are my two favorite colors. So as you will see, there's a theme. A lot of colors are very similar, but just getting these two out of the way, I use them a lot, so I thought, you know, might as well stock up on the paint. Brush pens, Ecoline brush pens. I love them. They are expensive, so I extra got some on offer because I want to make sure that I would get them at a good price. I will link as many art supplies as I can down below. We'll see how it goes, but I definitely have a link for Amazon for the brush pens if you want, and the Posca paint pens as well. So if you see anything specific, check the description if there is a link for it or not. I've always loved the pastel collection. I use all of them, but I want to try out a few different colors since they were there. So this is a pink red, there's an orange, and there's a more intense green. This is my favorite shade of green. I don't really use them as much for doodling or for background things like Pocket Journal Pam does, but I do want to give it a try, so that's why I got some more bolder colors for the collection. I'm just gonna put them here to the side. Posca paint pens, my go-to. I bought these two blue colors, usually the ones I have, I can show you here. These are the ones I have, usually pink or light pink, gold. Other than that, maybe orange. I see here I have orange and yellow, but I've never actually had blue Posca paint pens, so they had a big collection and I got these two shades and another pink and another gold, because you never know. It would be a shame if you run out of your favorite art supply. And after the distress stains, I really want to stock up on my favorite art supplies whilst they're still available. These two Signo pens I got there. These two colors I don't usually get. I did buy this color, let me see. I have a few other colors as well, but not these two shades, so I thought might as well grab them. I'm not sure about the glittery ones, but they are very handy for the one-line a day journal that I do on a regular basis. I don't do a lot of decoration in it. Wait, I can show you in case you're new here. This is the one-line a day journal, again linked down below, and I've been keeping it for the last 1.5 years, so I like separating the years by color, so you know exactly in case a sentence goes a little further where one ends and the next begins. And for that, I've really gotten into colorful pens. I also love using the, what are they called? The big Gelosity pens, then the Milky Hybrid Pentel ones, and whatever I can find really. The Signo ball pens are really nice, or just normal pens. I also get these are called Sarasa Clip Zebra gold and silver pens. I just try and see what I can get at my local supply stores, but these are very handy for things like this and also to switch it up in my Fobonichi. Let's have a look. I'm trying to like sort things by type. I did finally get alcohol inks. I need to be very careful what I say because all of these have very similar names. Alcohol inks. I've seen great things done with them, especially Inky Quill. There's a lot of things with alcohol ink, and I got the matching paper for it. I'm very excited to try these out. I only bought 3 colors. I want to buy so many more, believe me. It's so hard to decide if you only can decide on a few colors. I've never tried it. Again, if you have any recommendations for videos, let me know. I just thought they would make great background artwork for collage sheets that I make for Etsy and Patreon, and I thought this would give me some new inspiration, something new to try out. Just flex the creative muscles. So these are the colors I chose. I chose white, blue, and green, and I know where to get more, so don't worry. If I like them, I can always get more. Then, since we were talking about the Ecoline colors, I did get some Ecoline watercolors again. I did get gray, which might seem weird. It did seem weird to me as well, but I do sometimes like when I'm not doing well on a day, or you know, my day wasn't that colorful or that bright or vibrant or happy. It's nice to have some more muted colors. I also got this pastel green and this pastel pink. I do need to check if the new journals I'm using can take these, but I think they can. Also, they make great watercolor inks for artworks that I hopefully am going to be working on soon. On the same table, I found this, which is Amsterdam Acrylic ink in gold. So there are a few artists online that do abstract painting, which I really, really love, and I really want to try out myself. And I want to make more time to make art and learn more techniques and really get into working on bigger scales, because the collages I make now are A4 sized and that's it. And they're usually on a piece of paper, not on canvas. And the technique is a little bit different. So I want to broaden my horizon. I want to try more things, try different art supplies. So that's why I'm very interested in the acrylic inks. The acrylic inks, not alcohol inks. So all of these I got to do that, especially Julia Badeau uses these now. She's an abstract painter and I love, love, love her work. I have her artworks around my house and they're really awesome. These are some colors. I try to stay eclectic and pastel. White, blue, pink, light green, and the orange. I'm really excited about the orange and the pastel yellow, which I usually really don't go for, but it looked very nice with this blue color and it reminded me of Franerd and her illustrations. So did that. And of course with all of this you need to have the right paper, so I got some watercolor paper as well. And oh, I just saw this. This is outdoor paint. Patio paint. Whoopsie. So I thought well, this is classic. I thought this was normal acrylic paint, but apparently it's outdoor patio paint, watertight. Well, this is fantastic. I might have to bring these back because I don't see... Well, maybe if I get the art studio, I might be painting some furniture. Good that I checked. Good that I checked because I was planning on using this for jelly plating and this is definitely not what it's for. So never mind these acrylics. I did have a look at the more expensive golden acrylic. Sadly, my art store doesn't really stock golden artistic colors, but I really wanted to have some and try them out. These are the heavy body acrylic paint in my two favorite colors. I just wanted to give the brand a shot. This was definitely not what I went there to buy and not what I had in mind, but I did want to have a look and spoil myself a little bit with fancy art supplies and good quality art supplies. This one is another, hopefully, acrylic paint because it wasn't very clear in the store. I might have bought oil paint by accident. No, classic acrylics. And this is a lavender color. I'm actually falling in love with purple again, slightly. So let's not jinx it, but I definitely like the more lavender blues. So here are two big pots of acrylics. Again, for the art making, I saw this pink and I was head over heels. So hopefully these two will get a lot of use. And the last thing I want to talk to you about are these. Let's see if I can actually get it right. One sec. These are called oil pastels. And these are the fancy version of the crayons I used to love in high school and in primary school. So I got the normal boring set, the beginner set, if I can get in here, of like the 12 main colors that you need in life. But I also got all these beautiful fancy colors. I really love these more, but I thought, need to have the basics as well. And hopefully these will come in handy with layering in the collages and the abstract art that I do. And I saw a few of the artists I follow that I'm taking inspiration from use similar things like this. So I'm very excited to try these out. I did buy a few. Let me check. I did buy a few more brushes, not a lot. I did want to buy like the big ones. I do have this one, but I want to go like really big and wide. But first I need to prove to myself that I'm actually going to use these things, that I'm actually going to go out and make that art that I was thinking of. So we'll see, I can always get more. And would you believe it, I didn't realize I didn't actually own a proper pencil or eraser. So that has been rectified. That is the art supply haul. I'm just going to quickly show you the paper I got. I have no idea about paper. I would recommend going to Julia K Art Studio's channel. She makes watercolors and she also has a lot more knowledge and information and experience regarding paper. So this was just something I saw, and it was big enough but not too small to try things out. And if I wanted to go bigger scale, I could use this, which is hot pressed watercolor paper. I did realize how expensive watercolor paper actually is, so I'm feeling a little insecure about trying out the things I was thinking about and experimenting, because this is quite thick and expensive paper. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed this video, this haul. So I really hope I can report back to you and show you all the artwork I made and tell you about my experiences. If you have any tips or recommendations already, or things I should know about, or things you want to warn me about certain art supplies, let me know. Thank you so much for watching. I don't usually do hauls, but let me know if this is something you would like to see more of in future. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Again, if you saw anything that you're interested in, double check if it's not in the description already. And I'll talk to you again very soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye. Will you take part in